This is about Islamophobia and who has really got it. And we tend to treat Islam as an ancient faith from the Middle Ages, from the Dark Ages. But to me, it looks a lot more recent than that. Its culture looks more like the culture of Britain in the 1950s. Repressive, punitive and sexist. Women stayed at home, hoovering and breeding. Gay men were imprisoned. Corporal punishment was approved of and murderers were executed. And there was a nickname for people who supported that backward-looking morality, hangers and floggers. And the hangers and floggers were mostly found in the Conservative Party. And the left rose up against the hangers and floggers and defeated them. The left outlawed capital punishment, they set gay people free, and they increased women's rights, and women moved from the scullery to the boardroom. And this triumph of tolerance extended to welcoming migrants, many of whom had been raised in their own culture of hanging and flogging back home. So there was a bit of a problem. The repressions we had just abandoned were supported by the newcomers, and having climbed the mountain, we had to redo the climb with people who'd rather stay at base camp. So that's the question, do you tolerate intolerance? And the answer is no. Intolerance should be challenged and shown the advantages of a liberal outlook and asked to think again. But the left came up with a different answer. Yes. Do you tolerate intolerance? We do. If it's Muslims, they can't help it, it's their religion. And a religion mustn't be questioned. You hear people say that. Faith and Islam may not be challenged. And people who say that have no experience of faith. Most of the left have never been worshippers. As it happens, I have. I was a very devout child, and I questioned my religion all the time. We all did. It's the only thing we did. Questioning your religion is religion. Even the most basic question, do you believe in God? I expect Muslims ask themselves that all the time. It's framed like this. If you spend 2 hours a week praying and 45 hours a week earning, do you believe in God or in money? And Muslims probably ask why unbelievers aren't punished. I used to wonder why atheists didn't suffer more than me. I worshipped a God that loved all of humanity, and yet he let me leave that half-eaten Mars bar in my pocket where it melted over my bus ticket. That's not love. That's a prank played by God on me and not on the atheists who deserved it. So it's normal for a believer to ask that. I imagine that Muslims ask about fasting. In Northern Europe, if Ramadan falls in June, you can't eat for 17 hours a day for a month, which is pointless. It helps no one. It doesn't even help God. The Almighty is not less almighty because a Muslim bus driver ate a biscuit 10 minutes before sunset. And that question is bound to be asked because of what a religion is. A religion is there to make us treat each other better. It's not there to punish us for being alive. That's jogging. So questioning religion is religion. Questioning any activity based on rules is the lifeblood of that activity, be it Parliament or football or Christianity or Buddhism. All these things are being developed and reviewed all the time, but not Islam in the West. Islam and the hangers and floggers mustn't be challenged, according to the new left-wing orthodoxy, because the left mistrust religion, never having practiced it. They fear it, they fear Islam, so they quarantine it like a rabid animal in a cage, and they call the cage respect. And they have allies who agree that Islam mustn't change, and their allies are the extreme conservative imams, the hangers and floggers, who have made a non-aggression pact with the left. So Islam is now protected by the Islamophobic left, who support the new hangers and floggers. So the Islamophobes of the left have become the conservatives they once hated.